Matt, put us in relevant. That's you.
No, it's not me because I'm muted. Someone's sniffing.
Oh my God, I don't even know how to get out of this at this point. Oh, Matt, help. All right, we're good. Matt, give us the countdown. We're getting used to a new production thing that I can't. Here we go. What is it?
Your time's up by the touchdown. I'm high stepping for the touchdown. I stay repping for the slums where the young bucks started loaded up just to bust rounds. I'm steady having flashbacks. Dirty cash in the clan raps.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the AFC South Fan Battle Podcast.
Oh my God, Ray Cherry, that skin bleach is working.
Off the rip. Off the rip.
She didn't even finish the intro.
I know.
I was blown away.
We're gonna have to restart that one for the radio. But hello to our live viewers. So I guess before I even say anything, since I'm gonna edit this part out and it's not going on the audio, if you guys are on here, make sure that you're commenting in the comment section on whichever one you're watching. We're on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, you name it. So make sure you guys comment to be featured on the live broadcast. That being said, I'm going to start from the top. Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the AFC South Fan Battle Podcast. My name is Samantha Wernett. I'm back for another edition of this lovely podcast. We are covering and recapping Week 15. My, what a week in the NFL it has been. So I'll introduce our commentators. Representing the Colts this evening, we have Harish Nukala.
You know, when they say December football is special, it is truly special in December. Only the good teams play football in December. That's all I'll say for now.
Representing the Titans, we have John Ha, a.k.a. Agent Ha.
I wasn't supposed to be here because I guess a true Titans fan backed out. Would you be willing to? Who was it? Who's the true Titans fan who couldn't make it here?
That would be Ray Cherry. So.
Oh, that's great. That's right. Yes. Okay. Thanks. I know all the Titans fans hate that the phony Titans fan shows up when we lose, but they're not here anyway. They're probably not watching, so it's fine.
He's busy tightening up somewhere.
Or eating mayonnaise, or probably, since it's Cherry, drinking his girlfriend's Trulies. We miss him this evening, but all the other teams appreciate having John Ha on the podcast. So we thank you for being here, John.
Don't speak for me, Sam.
Oh, sorry. Well, you know what? Then we'll segue into that.
Yeah,
representing the Jaguars, we have Todd Clary.
I'm only here so I won't get fined.
But you showed up. And that's all that matters.
I did do that thing, unlike the Jaguars today.
Representing the Texans with a surprising win because they don't even know how to tank correctly, we have Matthew Briggs.
Yeah, I wish we can take a play out of the Jaguars playbook.
And also, Matt, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday,
Hey,
Matt.
let's all chip in and get Matt a camera that's not a potato.
What was that?
It's an internet term.
okay.
It's an internet term for low resolution. I'm sorry, Sam. I think that's over your head. Love you,
Way
man.
over there.
Well, I just get triggered when you said potato. Harish got blocked from Facebook for that once.
Yeah, it's a very sensitive topic.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
I got a 30-day ban for saying potato.
I'm sure there was a context issue, but okay.
No, I literally said potato.
That's literally what he said. It was
Was
pretty
the
bad.
person Irish?
Potentially.
What did you get banned from?
Facebook for saying
Facebook? Okay.
potato.
I'm gonna test this.
We actually
Let's
just
all,
had
get,
a.
let's all get put in Facebook
No, no.
jail right now. Everybody, mass ban potato.
We actually just had a comment come in from the Facebook group that said potato got me 32.
It was
So-
Yeah, you
Mitchell
spelled
Sweat.
two wrong. It has,
No.
it has two zeros or has two O's when you're saying also as well.
Well, we have to be careful when we use, spuds and starches on Facebook because Mark Zuckerberg does not like that. So, anyways,
I guess he meant potato as well.
potato.
Right?
I get it.
Potato.
It's a dad joke. We
I have
tell
to strategically misspell words so I don't get Facebook banned now.
It's true.
Well, guys-
Just make the A and at symbol. That's what I always do.
Well, guys, it's been an interesting week in the NFL. There have been a lot of COVID cases, a lot of people out. A lot of teams riddled with COVID cases. The NFL had to completely change protocols, which still don't make sense to me, but we're going to run with it for the sake of controversy. If you guys haven't listened to our podcast before, you could listen back on when we had Matt Overton on prior to the season, and he went in depth over, the COVID protocols that they have in place with the contact bracelets and all kinds of things like that. And so, going into now this variant, the one thing that's whatever variant, I guess it is, it's taking over the NFL, it's happening at an alarming rate. NFL players are a very small portion of the population. So we shall see what happens with that. We had some injuries. Matt Briggs, you lost a couple of fantasy people tonight as the game plays.
Yeah. Evans and the other Tampa Bay receiver. Can't think of his name, but
Godwin?
Yeah. Godwin.
Who else? Dude, Godwin's out too?
Yep,
Yeah.
both out.
Oof, time.
Good. 2 down.
Pick up
1
Anthony Miller.
Any other NFL news besides like the obvious from one of our teams? But Harish, anything to add?
I think we want to real quick. I want to mention Ryan Kelly and his wife unfortunately lost their baby this week.
Oh no!
So prayers up to them and the Kelly family. It's the reason why Ryan Kelly did not play last night.
That's
So
horrible.
prayers up for the Kelly family.
Matt, anything to add?
Vincent Jackson proof that he had stage 2 CTE when he committed suicide. So, I mean, we all kind of knew, but no proof.
Well,
They have stages now.
oh yeah, because I think
Jesus,
it's kind of like Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
It's like how much, because it actually like attacks the brain, so it's how much of the brain progression has happened.
Gotcha.
But yeah. Well, guys, let's just jump right into it. We know the most major news in the AFC South this week. We had a comment come in from the Facebook group. Matt Cook's getting traded? ?
If they were smart, yeah.
Does he mean Brandon Cooks?
Yeah, it's asking Matt. They're asking Matt, is Brandon Cooks
Oh,
getting
gotcha.
traded?
I mean, after he played against the Jaguars today, I would hope not. But let's
It's called a comma. It's called a
huh?
comma.
the
Yeah,
grammar,
comma.
grammar, please.
Oh, see, thanks, Todd. I knew there was something missing in that comment.
Well, we'll jump into that iconic. We'll jump into that iconic game later on. Let's go ahead and start with you, Harish. Go ahead and recap the Colts from us. You guys clinched first.
Finally, after 12 years of just absolutely, positively sheer shitness, we have finally beaten the Patriots. Oh, man. There's a couple things I want to mention. First off, this is the defense we signed up for this year. This is probably the best performance the defense has put up all season. Yes, Mac Jones got like 300 yards, but he threw the ball like 55 times. He had 2 picks, a beautiful pick by Bobby Okarege, which was just for a linebacker an absolutely amazing play from an athletic perspective. I want to give a shout out to Sendejo, who played his best game as a Colt. He was just laying people out everywhere, kind of too much because he got himself hurt, but he's okay. But wow, just an absolutely stunning performance coming off the bye week. You don't really beat Bill Belichick coming off the bye week, but Frank Reich is now 4-0 as a head coach going into the bye week, and 4-0 as a head coach for the Colts coming out of the bye week. So Frank Reich has finally showed up. Potato Head Reich has finally gone into his
Careful.
into his
Spud head.
potato head. Frike has finally
Spud
gone
head.
on and gone home, and it looks like he's going to stay on for the rest of the season. Very encouraged by what I saw yesterday. Jonathan Taylor's 67-yard touchdown to seal it out. Just as simply, very well. It was very well blocked in the first two. The one cut that he had in order to make Hightower miss was just simply amazing. He also had a really good block on a blitz on Hightower earlier in the game. That was just excellently picked up. Listen, we just got to keep winning. We got the Cardinals on Christmas. That's the primetime game next week.
Well, they won't have DeAndre Hopkins back, so.
Hey, listen, and they're also down 2 offensive linemen. So, listen, after seeing the Titans and the Steelers today, we'll talk about that later. I'm not. Just got to go in. You got to play football, right? We got to win out to hold our seed, and then just let everything else take care of itself. But very, very encouraged by the effort that this team put in yesterday. This is the team I signed up to watch for 17 games this year, and I'm really excited. Finally didn't blow a double-digit lead.
So you're back on the Frank Reich train.
I was never off the Frank Reich train. I was just calling him out for doing stupid shit. And he came close yesterday. He came close, and then he came back to his senses. I was never off the Frank Reich train. I just wanted him to stop doing dumb shit. And he came close, but
dumb shit, how kicking your kicker dumb shit? Or just calling wrong plays dumb
like
shit.
Having the best running back in the league and throwing 50 times dumb shit.
Well,
Carson Wentz only threw 12 times yesterday, or 5 times, however many times he threw.
Yeah,
he was not very good. He was not very good yesterday, by the way. I don't know what his problem was. I do want to talk about the Michael Pittman ejection, which is complete bullshit, by the way. That ejection made absolutely no sense to me. I don't know if anybody saw it, but
did not.
During a play, Jonathan Taylor he was running the ball, and out of nowhere, Pittman and this DB got into this altercation during the play. The dude ripped his helmet off, punches Pittman in the face, and both Duggar, I think the DB, and Pittman both got kicked out of the game. Complete bullshit, by the way. Hopefully the league reviews that. And hopefully he doesn't serve in time because he's our only wide receiver of noticeable anything. So on to Arizona. We have another big one next Saturday. So great win, but we got to just keep on winning.
That's normally the plan, unless you're some of the other teams here.
That's all we can do.
Speaking of not winning, John Haw.
Yeah, what's up?
The Titans.
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
That's it felt like there was more that you were gonna follow with that.
I mean,
is there a question?
I'm kind of so between us, John. I'm kind of scared to comment any.
This
further
isn't between us. We're being broadcast live.
Right, but between us.
If you wanted to be between us, put it in the little private chat on the side here.
I'm kind of worried about commenting any further about the Titans because they're very sensitive right now, and I'm kind of scared.
The Titans are, or
I mean, not themselves, but the fans. And
yeah, the Titans are losing and don't seem to give a care.
Yeah,
but the fans are pissed, just like me.
Yeah, I'm kind of afraid because the one time I was talking to a Titans fan last year when they were in their feelings, and he told me to go make him a sandwich, and I told him I can't recall exactly what I said.
Was this me? Was this a conversation we had? I don't remember.
No, it was some big dude, and I told him to go make something about a ham sandwich so he could get on the keto diet. He literally tracked down my phone number and tried to book an appointment with me, pretending to be.
Oh yeah, I remember that guy.
What?
Yeah, he was really upset.
I think the world wants to know, Sam, what kind of sandwich did you make him?
Well, to be
Very
fair, I, looked up his phone number and it belonged to his wife. And I was like, bro, come on now. Like, I'm not that stupid. What's up, whoever? Because I had blocked this individual. And then he's like, what are you talking about, girly? And I was like, dude, shut the fuck up or I'm going to call your wife. Like, I forget
this
what
wasn't Michael Griffin, was it?
No, it was not.
Was it Urban Meyer?
Okay.
Was there? Now that we mentioned it,
Oh, jeez.
before we go on, now
Oh,
that we
no.
mention it, how come we just breezed over the Urban Meyer firing in NFL news?
Because they haven't come to me yet, you
Yeah, they
motherfucker.
haven't
That's
gotten
why. Shut the
there
fuck
yet.
up. That's
But
my
it's
that's my
NFL
pain.
news.
That's my
Okay,
pain.
we're-
You all
okay.
get your little digs in, and then of course it's gonna be like, "What does Todd think about it?" Brrr. It's coming.
I thought we
Okay,
were at
fine.
your favorite part of the evening, Harish, where we talked about the Titans losing right after we talked about the Colts like winning and pretty much guaranteeing the division
Well,
win.
I mean, it's funny. As long as Harish has been on this podcast, I know he always acts clueless. Like, oh, I didn't know that we went live at 8:30 Central. That kind of
mean,
stuff. He
things
should know
change
that if
all
we
the
have a
time.
division game, that's going to be the last one.
Fair enough. All right, we'll go on, John Ha. Talk about how you guys are apparently gonna lose the division.
Choke City.
Yeah,
as
we
Matt
are going to
has
lose
named
the
it.
division. We get San Francisco on Thursday, and we're going to lose that one. I don't trust us to beat Miami, so we're going to lose that one, and that just makes our Week 18 matchup against Houston irrelevant because you guys are going to win out. 4 wins, or I guess 3 wins. You win your 3 wins, and we win 2. That puts you 1 game ahead of us after it's all said and done. So,
Just
yes,
gotta
you guys
play
are going to
that.
win the division.
So we had
saying it.
we just had a comment come in that said, "Tighten up, we still win the division."
You're an idiot.
John, I mean, like generally, it's a good idea to actually like fight off your rapist. I mean, he's right there. So, like, if you're gonna let him take you like that, I mean, you can at least act like you're fighting against it.
Who's Facebook user? Because
Well,
you didn't
if it
show
comes
up
in,
tonight. You didn't show up tonight after we lost. I get
Is
the
that-
message once again saying, "Hey, guess what? You get to show up because we lost."
if it comes in from our group AFC South Fan Battle on the live stream when we show the comments, it shows up as Facebook user because it's a private group that anybody can
great.
join as long as you're a
Yeah.
member of the AFC
Hey,
South.
we need Titans commentators to come on here. It can't just be me because
It was Ty Kendick.
Some dude I've never heard
Yeah.
of.
Because
The
you know
market.
what? Here's the thing: is that if I'm listening correctly from the Titans fans, we need a Titans commentator who has some positivity and not is always upset with the Titans all the time. But you guys don't show up when we're playing like crap, like we are. What's up?
Yeah, he's been a fan for 25 years, which is really weird because the Titans have not existed for
That's right.
25 years.
Right.
It must be an Oilers holdover.
Okay.
I've been a
was
Titans
saying
fan for
it.
75 years.
Anyway, we were in our Facebook chat, and there's a movie coming out. It's called Don't Look Up. The premise is about 2 scientists. They discover an asteroid coming to the Earth, and they're trying to warn the general public and politicians about it. That's how I feel. I've been saying it since we lost to the Texans, that the asteroid is coming for the Titans fans. It's coming. The end of the world is coming, and nobody is listening to me. I'm listening to all the experts. I'm listening to all the Titans fans talk about, hey, playoffs are coming. Guess who's winning the division? It's not going to happen. I feel like I don't know what to do. I've been looking at it. I've been seeing this. Our offense can't do anything. We got 13 points today that should have been 21. If we had capitalized off of short punts and a turnover, I guess no, it wasn't a turnover. It was in the first half. We were in a position to get 21 points in the first half. If we had gotten touchdowns instead of field goals, we're talking about a win because the defense can only do so much. Because in that second half, the offense decided to throw the ball away. We turned it over like 4 times in the second half. It's infuriating.
There you go.
You know,
Here, this is for you, John. Can
What's
the
up?
Titans fans please stop using injuries as an
Did you
excuse?
hear me say injuries once?
Yeah, this is like the only week of the year
No,
he
I
hasn't
think-
mentioned injuries, and it's just
I
a
also
really
think
weird.
he's-
It's just a really weird comment. At this
Hold
point.
on.
I gotta stick up for John. He did not go the injury route this week.
I don't think that.
I'm
I
sure if
don't
we
think
let him
he's-
keep talking, he would have got there, but he hadn't got there yet, so you jumped the gun.
Hey, Clint, I'm about to mute you.
Fucking Clint House. We're done. We're done here.
No, I think what he's referring to, the person commenting, is in general, the Titans fans are using the excuse of injuries as if the injuries are what's causing them to lose. And so he is, in essence, agreeing
They're
with
not
John.
wrong. The injuries are a huge reason as to why we're losing because our offense is not playing up to snuff because our key players are out. So, of course, that's what it is. I mean, it's like the same reason, Tannehill can't do it all himself. His pass protection is not there. Derrick Henry isn't there to take away any kind of loaded box to get single man coverage from the receivers. Is Nick Westbrook-Akina going to beat man coverage? Probably not. But Todd, you look like you got a thought.
Yeah, so I have been told several times that I can
hang on. Before you finish that thought,
sure.
You have been told several times. Has it been by me? So has it been by me? Whatever it is you've been told, has it been by me?
I feel like you're putting a serious tone behind your big boy words, and that's fine. But I've been told that Tannehill is an elite quarterback.
Have you been told that by me? I'm not here to answer what idiots are telling you. Right? We're talking about Titans fans. I'm not here to tell you what stupid idiot is telling you that Tannehill is elite. I'm not here to answer that because I can't defend that.
See, but you did just make quite a statement. And I'm really glad that you made it.
I can't defend what stupid Titans fans is going to say that Tannehill's elite. He's never been elite. It's like the Colts fans calling Carson Wentz elite. You guys are stupid when you say that. Everyone knows that Jonathan Taylor is your offense. You guys are exactly like what we were last year, your offense. You have to run through your running back. That's why you're the best.
Yeah, we know that.
Exactly.
Potato. Frank Reich knows this. I know this.
Sometimes Frank Reich knows it.
Potato Head Reich does not know this.
What were we talking about? We got off task.
We're talking about Julio Jones' hamstring.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, injuries. Yes, of course that's why we're not performing as well. It's because our best players are out. And here's the thing that I keep hearing, and I've been hearing it in every Titans game. I hear it in the broadcast. I hear it in the pregame. Someone just commented it. Guess what? The guys are coming back. AJ's coming back. Derrick Henry's coming back. Derrick Henry might come back. That's if we make the playoffs. If we lose our next two games, if we lose to San Francisco and Miami, playoffs is in very serious jeopardy because everybody who's in the wild card race in the AFC keeps stacking wins while we keep stacking losses. Don't act like playoffs is a foregone conclusion. You're putting the cart before the horse. That's what's bothering me the most about seeing all this. People are acting as if the season's already over. We've won the division. It's finished. This is a major collapse that's on its way. Why is nobody seeing it? That's why I feel like I'm the guy seeing the asteroid come to planet Earth. Nobody's seeing it.
The fall of the Titans is at hand.
I'm seeing
the end is nigh in Tennessee.
Man,
you know what?
I just like how progressively.
I think I like Doom and Gloom Agent Ha more than I like.
That's what I was saying. I was going to say that. I really enjoy.
Of course, you guys like that because you guys hate the Titans.
We corrupted them.
No, you've been siphoning off all of my negative energy and all of my fucking self-loathing, and it's just coming out in this beautiful thing. I remember a couple weeks ago when you were like, "We just need to win 3 games."
Magic number. We can only get one more win the rest of the year. 2 is the magic number. Guess what? We're only going to get 1. 1 is less than 2.
You only need to win
Stop
3
saying
games.
2 is the magic number.
And then lose the first game in the playoffs. Remember that? Remember the Titans math the other day?
We're not even going to make the playoffs.
I remember your Titans math. We just need to win 3 games, and then the Colts will be out of it.
Have you guys ever heard me? Have you guys ever heard me talk about how I like when Mike Vrabel's hot or when he's mad? Like it's hot when he's mad.
I think that
John,
slip.
It must be a Titans thing.
Oh no!
It's really angry, John. I like it.
Stop
Keep it
Sam,
going.
You're married.
She likes it a lot, John.
Go make me a sandwich.
Oh. There you go.
Blurt that name.
There you go.
Would you like it with Dukes or Hellman's, John?
I think she wants a Vrabel sandwich.
Yeah.
A Vrabel sandwich.
You're the white creamy substance expert, I'm assuming.
Oh goodness gracious! Well, you got
Good thing the Titans are about to win the division.
And here's the thing. I hope I'm wrong. Of course I hope I'm wrong. But it's not. I'm not wrong. I'm seeing it. I've been seeing it. Again, since the Texans lost. I corrupted them. It's my fault. You blame me. Every time I go to a game, they lose, and then it all falls apart. I should stop going to Titans game.
No, keep going.
Come in Jacksonville. Because
Please
Sam,
don't come in Jacksonville. You can come to Jacksonville, but don't come in Jacksonville. That's a very odd statement you just made, Sam.
Oh my God.
Once again, words matter.
I know I said I was single before we went on, but that wasn't the green light, Sam.
Come in Jacksonville. Grab Jacksonville by the back of the neck and come in. Oh, yeah.
See, and then this is the thing. It's like it's set up, and I say something messed up, and then okay, we all laugh, and then Todd's like, "Let me take this too far."
Yeah, that's what I
Because
do.
that's what Todd does.
Okay,
That's generally
okay,
what I
sorry.
do right before I
I'm seeing
come in
Facebook user
Jacksonville.
keeps talking 1 win and 1 Colts loss. Colts aren't going to lose another game. They're
It's
winning out.
We
They're
don't
going to beat
know that.
Arizona. They're going to beat the Raiders, and then they're going to beat Jacksonville. That's it. We get 1 win
Well, first of
maybe in
all,
week 18.
we
It
don't
doesn't
know that.
matter.
We don't know that.
I do. I know that because
let's
that's
keep
what
our
I don't
negative-
want to
let's keep our
happen.
negative energy surrounding our team.
Oh, here comes our next favorite excuse.
Titans got
Oh,
yes.
The refs.
There's nothing I hate more when people blame referees for games. If you watch a game that isn't your team, if you just watch it completely unbiased, you'll notice that a lot of times the ref calls, it balances out. So stop trying to look at it like it's, they screwed your team, head out for your team. Knock it off. We got calls too, okay? It's fine.
I'm so sad that South Memphis public schooling has failed you so much, 10 Key.
Come on, like the refs screwed us. The refs tried to keep us in the game by giving us a much better spot on that 4th down play.
I can't.
So stop it.
Yeah, the refs actually did give you a really
tried
good
to keep
spot.
the
They
game
gave you a
going.
good spot, and
They
they're like,
wanted to
"Oh
keep it
shit,
going."
that spot was too good."
They tried to keep it going. So
Hey.
knock it off with the refs.
But,
And
but
here's
Lo-
the thing: you want to talk
Can
about
I-
the refs were
hold
blind?
on,
Oh, whatever.
hold on,
We got that
everyone.
stupid, or it's like, Simmons got the roughing the passer call. Well, guess what? We only beat the Saints because we got a roughing the passer call on us that should have never existed. It's the only reason we beat the Saints. Guess what? It all bounces out when it's all said and done. Stop blaming the refs for crap.
So your team is garbage and smoke and mirrors. Heard.
Don't blame the refs when we should have got 2 touchdowns instead of 2 field goals, because we get those 2 touchdowns, it's 21-19, and we win, and we don't have to worry about the refs. Knock it off.
Can I
Kevin
say
Byard
something?
was blaming the refs in the postgame. No, I'm going off. Kevin Byard's blaming the refs in the postgame.
Not without
He
a
should have
sandwich,
turned
you
around and
can't,
yelled at the offense.
Go.
All I was gonna say was I've missed you guys.
Go make me a sandwich.
Don't make him a
Look,
sandwich.
Hey, John,
I've missed you guys.
me and Todd know the real reason why the Titans lost. Me and Todd know the
Because
real
I
reason.
want him to win, and I curse them.
No,
That's why.
sports betting is why you lost.
Yo, that's right.
Sure.
Oh, my God.
Y'all bet on the
Dude,
Titans?
cheer up. We can't win every game. Have faith. Don't kill yourself tonight. You sound like we are a great team. We don't have our starters on offense.
Yeah, because we aren't a great team.
He said,
That's
"Don't
why I
kill
sound
yourself."
like we aren't a great team. Because
Listen, you
we
have an
aren't a
elite.
great
You have an
team.
elite quarterback. You have one of the best wide receivers in the history of football with 2 perfectly functioning hamstrings.
Hey,
You have the greatest running back that's ever. He makes Walter
no, we
Payton
got the greatest
look
running
like
back.
look
He's
like
doing
Stephen
his
Hawking.
rehab.
You forgot.
And
You forgot
you know,
ever.
you have AJ Brown, who's like the one of the best up and coming receivers ever. You have the
Yeah,
strongest
that's great.
defense that's ever existed on earth. The 85 Bears look like the southern border.
Well, you're
it's
describing
just-
a great team. Why didn't
right.
you
I
win
mean,
today?
I'm the Tennessee Titans, man. That they're just the best team that's ever existed.
Wow, it
I'm
sounds
just
like
doing
they
my
should've
best
won.
Reynold Cherry impression
Yeah.
since he decided to fucking not be here.
I'm just gonna allow. Listen,
I can talk all I want,
where's-
Facebook
Hold on,
user,
hold on,
and you
stop.
can fucking
Where's Ray
suck
Cherry?
my balls. How about
Ray
that?
Cherry could have. If you guys wanted positivity, you shouldn't have backed out tonight.
If you
Okay,
wanted
listen.
positivity, you should have checked the Texans COVID test.
listen. Here's the world's smallest violin. Quit crying. Okay.
You get it? Because they
This
have a
is
lot of them.
stupid.
Okay, anyway.
Okay.
I got you.
I'm just gonna allow the comments from now on to host it for me because it's just they're literally segueing it. So for those of you listening on the podcast during the yelling and screaming, a comment came into the group that said Jaguars fans aren't allowed to talk with a laughing emoji.
Sure.
So and then
Mhm.
Todd got mad. And then of course we have glorious old Josh Sr. that says Build-A-Bear hamstring per Titan Jones. So
Mhm.
John, would you like to add anything else? Because you got the chat heated during your segment, and I
Oh,
love
did
it.
I? I didn't
I'm
see
here for
much
it.
other than them just being like talking about, oh, you guys are you're overreacting, all that stuff. If I'm overreacting, how come you didn't show up tonight? You're only showing up in the comment section. Come up here and say it. I don't want to be here. I have to be here
You're
because
breaking
you guys
your
don't
feet,
show up.
John. Calm
Hold
down.
on. Before we log off.
We're still number 1. Shut up. We're not number 1.
Wait, what are y'all number 1 in?
Angry fans at the moment.
Oh, I'm in favor of them
Angry
losing
fans.
out to get the number 1 pick. What do you think, Sam?
Oh, is
If
this
we're
a
referring to
Jaguars
the
thing now?
Jaguars-
Wait, let's move on to the Jaguars.
If
All
we're
right.
referring to the Jaguars, I am the host and I'm non-biased, but I think that's a terrible
And
idea.
now we see what the best of the Duval County Public Schools has to offer the fucking chat tonight.
All right, moving on.
Wait, hang on. One more thing. That guy who works for Nissan Stadium Security, you better bar me from the games because I'm the reason they lose.
Yeah, he's gonna come in there and be all angry without cursing, and it's gonna seem really weird, and it's gonna make
He's not going to kill himself tonight. He's going to
go.
go to Nissan Stadium and shoot it up.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, too far.
Whoa, we're too far.
Too far.
That was too much, man. Come on now.
Too far.
Oh,
We'll edit that one.
Wow, we said too far and it wasn't to Todd.
oof.
I know.
That was like
I'm expected and
control.
acceptable. I know exactly where the line is, and I like kind of just play a little bit of just the tip with it.
Yeah. Matt said, fuck the tip.
I never fully
I'll
insert
pull in.
myself into past the line.
I could argue that.
I just
But
rub my dick hole on it.
see, that's it. Right
He just
there.
goes full. He goes full
I only
Arthur
do
and
this
just,
kind of
you know,
stuff because I know how uncomfortable it makes John. Like he is so fast out of this shit as soon as we go off air and I start saying really vulgar things that like I know. I'm just trying to make him smile. And look at his smiling face right now. His little eye rolls and his little smiles. Oh, John. You need it today. You need it today is what I'm saying.
There's nothing that you say that like offends me.
Challenge accepted.
I don't really get offended by anything. I just
gotta
don't need.
Shut it down.
Just-
Shut it down.
And on to the Texans Jags.
Challenge accepted.
I'm just saying that
And now a break from a word from our
I'm
sponsors.
just saying that maybe try a different kind of joke instead of 75 different variations of your gay jokes.
I don't make your gay jokes.
That's all you make.
I talk about other people being gay, not you.
Okay.
I talk about your teammates. I talk about your team, your players being gay because I mean,
Are you saying that's a bad thing?
No. I'm just pointing it out. I'm trying to normalize it, you know.
That's good.
Oh, well, whoever this person is right here, I feel sorry for them. Enjoy, guys. This is my first time commenting. I love the reactions. I'm
Fucking
going to
roast them.
This is quite a lively.
That's the same guy.
I
It's the same guy,
probably
isn't it?
I probably wouldn't subscribe. I wouldn't.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding. Please do.
Why are you
Anyways,
canceling us?
listen, we have another comment that came in, and it's a great segue. Because today we had a division
Sorry, we've
game.
been trying to talk about the Jaguars.
Today we had a division game, and we had this comment come in from the group, and I figured it would be the great segue. And the comment is, who will go first in the draft?
Jackson.
Toilet Bowl 2021. Texans, Jaguars. Texans were wanting to tank. In fact, Matt texted me this morning and said the best birthday present the Jaguars could ever give me was to win this game. And they didn't. So happy birthday.
Bummer, dude. Sorry, man.
Kind
Like-
of to you.
Like, why would I want to win? I mean,
Matt, they give
Because
no
we're
shit
playing
to
4D
But you know
chess
what?
down here in Duval, motherfucker.
Right.
Before we get into the game itself, we need to talk about the elephant in the room. And that's
Finger
Urban fired.
Huh.
Urban Meyer was fired. Todd, how do you feel about that? Who's going to be the next head coach?
So,
Here we go. I'll go on mute because I'm going to enjoy this.
how do I feel about it? Does anybody remember like the first time they had sex? And like that first time,
With a man or a woman?
it shouldn't matter, John.
Love is
Shouldn't
love,
matter.
John.
Love is love. Okay. My point is,
40-41.
my point is that first time you're like, it feels so good and alien that you kind of like, you have to like, it takes time to process it. And it happened at like, oddly enough, at like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, which is generally when, anyway, I am very pleased by it. I'm very pleased. I think I think it was honestly a little overdue. And I think it could have been.
Hold on. Now are we talking about your virginity or Urban Meyer? I'm confused.
Both.
Well, no, I mean, like, you'd have to get in a fucking time machine.
Like way overdue. Okay, go ahead.
Sure. No, we're talking about the urban firing, Sam. Thanks.
Okay, you're welcome.
As a non-biased host. So here's the thing. Obviously, who the fuck are you talking to? You're talking to me. I've been calling for that shit for weeks and weeks. I think I call that shit like week 2 that he was never going to be an NFL coach. And like some of it's a little bit of like college bias, but also some of it's a little bit of I don't think we needed to hire 35 fucking coaches to coach a bunch of shitty football players. And every single week was a new thing, and they also played football on Sunday. So, you know, I'm surprised not at all, and elated incredibly that I don't have to deal with Urban Meyer anymore. Now it's just a matter of recovering from the toxicity that he left behind. And
Yeah, did you see the statement he came out apologizing to the fans?
I don't give a fucking shit.
I think that was just his way of saying, like, you fired me because I lost games, not because I kicked your.
Right. I feel like I said I don't give a shit, and you kept talking. Because
You know, Todd-
I
you know,
don't give a
Todd-
shit. I don't give a
know,
shit what
Todd-
Urban Meyer says. I'm fucking glad he's gone, and I never want to hear another fucking word from him.
Todd, he was heartbroken.
I don't give a shit. I hope everything else is broken. I want to break all of the things, all of the Urban Meyer things.
I just I think it's going to be interesting in these coming weeks, hearing about what's going to happen, because he came out and made a statement saying he apologized to the city of Jacksonville and how this was a great place, a great destination place, and
Yeah. Well, I mean, now I know he's lying.
basically was trying to dance around the fact that in which she was like kind of trying to assume that he wasn't fired for cause, which was you kicked basically somebody who the entire city respects still, Josh Lambo, because he does so much
Right.
for our community. So it's almost like, because then after that is when it came out that he had been fired for cause, and then he declined to comment on the contract. So I'm anxious to see what happens and what develops in these next coming weeks.
I think you can get. In my opinion, I think you can give him every fucking dollar that's in that contract, and it would be worth it for him to not exist in Jacksonville. I don't care. It's fucking money. It's the NFL. Let the lawyers deal with it. Fired for
his
cause,
daughter has vowed to attack the Jaguars.
I don't
His
care. Like,
daughter's
why? See, here's Sam. This is the thing. When you cut someone who is toxic out of your life, you cut them out of your life. You don't worry about what the fuck their stupid, retarded kid says. You don't give a shit about their fucking lame ass fucking apologies that nobody fucking cares about and everybody sees coming from a mile away. You just say, "You're gone now. We finally had a good reason, number 20, to fucking fire you. And now we've got the old Detroit Lions interim coach. Woo. And like, now we gotta fucking figure it out. Like, I'd rather talk about who's going to be the coach than talk about who just was the coach. This is the same thing we do with Jalen Ramsey. I'm talking, excuse me. I don't hear a sandwich being made. I'm talking. The point is, we did the same thing with Jalen Ramsey.
You're
It was
always
like
talking.
6 fucking weeks later, we're still talking about this motherfucker. He's gone. He's gone. We move on. This is what we do. This is what professional football clubs do. They fire somebody and they fucking move on with their business. They don't worry about that shit. Yeah, he kicked Lambeau. That was the final straw. Not all the other things. Sure, because you can't fire him without paying him unless you have true cause, which is something to do with, Lambeau wanted to tell the NFLPA. That's fine. Obviously, Lambeau is kind of like near and dear to the Jaguars fan base. Picked him up from the Chargers. He came in, he kicked the field goal to beat the Chargers, did that little fucking soccer slide, and everybody in Jacksonville loved him. Coming off an injury this season, probably went out there too soon. And it doesn't surprise me that Urban Meyer's walking around kicking people and saying bullshit to him because he still thinks he's coaching college. He still thinks he's coaching college where he can get away with that shit, where these kids are going to put up with it because they're trying to get drafted. They're putting up with it because he's an adult and they're not. And also they know that when they play for him that they can get away with whatever the fuck they want as long as they go fucking win. So these are all of the problems with Urban Meyer balled up into one fucking incident. And I don't even care if it fucking happened. I don't give a shit if it's a fucking lie. It'd be the most beautiful lie I've ever fucking heard because it fucking accomplished something and it got Urban Meyer the fuck out of Jacksonville. And for any fucking Jaguar fan in any group on any fucking planet on any platform that wants to fucking defend Urban Meyer, save that shit because you're fucking wrong. Just like probably a bunch of other things that you're wrong about because you're obviously mentally fucking handicapped if you think that fucking Urban Meyer needs to be in Jacksonville. It doesn't fix the problem, but it's a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single firing. That's all I'm saying.
We'll wrap this up real quick. I just want to say this, and then
how dare you? I have so much more to say.
Well, save that for your Jaguars podcast. Todd.
How dare you? No.
Tell
me what to do.
There's a rumor going out that they overheard the CBS crew talking about how Trevor told them that he would like to have some level of input on who the next head coach is. And he said that Shad Khan agrees with that. So do you think that's a good idea? And who do you think the next head coach is going to be?
I don't think that he should be involved in anything except for fixing his fucking footwork and accuracy. That's what I think he should be fucking involved with. He should be fucking involved with hitting wide open receivers when they're fucking wide open and not making them take a knee to try and fucking catch the ball. I think he should I mean, like, honestly, I'm sick and fucking tired of hearing about Trevor Lawrence. When Trevor Lawrence wins a fucking game,
but he's generational talent.
Throws a touchdown in 7 games, then he can fucking make decisions. How about that?
He's generational talent.
He is okay. Well, then that is a very fucking sad statement for whatever generation he's fucking representing. But you know what? It doesn't surprise me because the generation he's representing is most likely millennials, and they're all fucking idiots.
I'm a millennial, sir. He's not
not an idiot.
Yeah, I'm a millennial. He's Gen Z.
Millennial, Gen Z, Zoomer. Who gives a shit? He's fucking terrible, and he should cut that fucking hair.
So, who do you think the next? Who do you think the next? Who would you like to see as the next?
Who would I like to see? I would like them to dig up Vince Lombardi's corpse and reanimate it, and then I would like them to fire all of the coaching staff. I'd like them to go back in time and draft Dalvin Cook and run fucking single wing and have him score 10 touchdowns a game on 500 yards rushing with 59 minutes and 30 seconds of fucking time of possession. I don't know.
Byron Leftwich,
sure, whatever. I don't know if he's got head coaching. I don't know if he's got head coach written all over him. He's a good offensive coordinator. That doesn't mean he's going to be a head coach. Next, right. Eric Bieniemy. I'd love to give Eric Bieniemy a shot. He's been under Andy Reid. That looks good. We probably should have taken him last year.
So the only concern
anybody who mentions Jim Caldwell can fucking see themselves out. I mean, like, I've seen a bunch of stuff in the groups. I've seen a bunch of stuff in the groups, and here's Josh coming in. Like, sure, like, deal with your own coach problem before you start telling me.
You said the same thing too.
I think Jim Caldwell will be great. I think he's young QBs.
Let's talk about.
You think Carson Wentz is great? So I mean, like, what?
I never said that.
Who gives a shit what you think?
When did I ever say that?
You're forgetting that Harish is a big Sam Darnold guy.
Yeah, exactly. I know. So, like, once again, opinion fucking strike number 3.
Well, Matt.
What's up?
Some news came out this week that the FBI is investigating officially Deshaun Watson. That quickly covers.
It's not that they're investigating him, that they got warrants to dig up his Cash App, his social media, and his deleted messages.
I'm getting right on that.
Probe.
So go ahead, and Matt, I'll let you go first.
They're gonna probe his backstory.
Well, go ahead. Agent Hall has the dirt on it. He used to
well, I can't talk about that until the case is closed. But I've turned the things over to the FBI.
Gotcha.
Got it.
So give us a quick recap of the game. We'll let Todd give us a recap, and then we'll wrap this up. Texans 30, Jaguars 16 at TIAA Bank Field. You guys did not secure the tank. In fact, the Jaguars did. You guys don't even know how to tank right. So go ahead.
We don't. Davis Mills looked all right, but I think it's because the Jags defense didn't look good at all. The 90,000 screens we we throw. We finally finally worked and got a touchdown for Brandon Cooks. I don't know what Brandon Cooks is like. T.Y. Hilton. Every time he plays the Jags, he just has a monster game. He had one today. So I don't think it was anything that the Texans did. I just think the Jags. I don't know if it's because they suck or because of all the drama going down there. But they should have lost if they were smart. They would have blown it, but I don't got a smart head coach. So
with the Lions winning, are the Texans the number 2?
the Jags have the number 1 spot.
Right, and the Texans are 2?
3.
Who's 2?
We have 3 wins.
Oh, got it.
But you guys have been talking about how there's nobody in college. So what does it matter if you're like, is that big of a difference from 1 to 3?
Not 1 through 3, but I mean, there's one guy that everybody wants, and that's Hutchinson out of Michigan.
I think it's between Hutchinson and
Todd might want somebody different, but he probably would take anybody at this moment. But
I love it when you talk about me like I fucking can't hear you.
Well, I'm saying
I fucking see you, Matt. Like you can't just
I'm
say
glad.
like that and think that I'm not gonna fucking react to it.
I'm just saying. I mean, he probably does. I don't know.
First of all, you can't even be happy with a fucking win. You're like, I don't think it's us. Like the Jaguars are just so bad. Like, I get it's your birthday, but like, let's stop Vince Cartering this whole fucking podcast right now, where you're just trying to get the most elaborate dunks in you can get, which aren't even that fucking good.
Like, how many drop passes
like
did
put
the
his hands
Jaguars
in the
have?
basket? Like that's stupid. Like spin around at least.
How many drop? I get it was pouring down raining, but how many drop passes did the Jaguars have?
I don't know. I saw like 4 in a row. So
Right.
yeah.
It's just. I mean, I'm not saying they're completely bad. It's just it was a bad showing for the Jaguars this game.
I texted out. I tweeted it. I said, sure, Chenault dropped that ball. Should have caught it. Sure, Treadwell should have caught that ball. But the ball to Chenault was 100 miles an hour behind him.
Yeah.
The ball to Treadwell, who was
Wide open.
wide the fuck open, was short. The ball to the other ball to Treadwell that he had guys that were wide open and he's not stepping into his throws. He's not
that little dump off the Robinson, that almost got him severely hurt.
Sure, I mean the tackle's what got him hurt. Like Robinson made a great play because Robinson's Robinson.
But if there was somebody closer,
ran Robinson, and look what happened. We scored touchdowns, but that game was over the second that Gotsis got that penalty on the first drive. We came out, you went 3 and out, and instead of getting the ball punted to us and going and taking a lead, we gave up a fucking giant drive. So like, there's no one in the first round that's going to stop that, which is why I think we should take all of our first round picks and trade them for picks in the second and third and draft a whole new defense and go out and spend money instead of spending money on some high profile bullshit coach that fucking is going to reinstate the culture because you've wanted to do it for 30 years. I think you should go spend money on fucking free agents that still have a couple of good years left so that they can mentor some of the people that you're drafting, because that's the problem in Jacksonville. The problem in Jacksonville is we are.
I tell you though, that Tyson Campbell looked pretty good today. I don't know why he's not getting.
He had a tackle and a pick. Okay.
And he shut down for most of the point Nico Collins, who should have had a bigger game than he should.
Right. He did shut down that guy that didn't get 100 yards and a touchdown, right?
He only had 2 catches and 16 yards. So
sure. What were Cook's numbers?
Can I sound like the Titans fans? It was raining.
Yes, it was raining, and their receivers got a fucking million yards and a bunch of touchdowns. I don't give a shit about rain.
That's why they lost.
Trevor Lawrence played in rain. I don't want to hear about rain.
They were hurt because they just fired their head coach. The refs.
Yeah, it's funny. Most teams when they fire their head coach, they win their next game.
Yeah,
it's like an 85 to 90% fucking win rate after you fire your coach.
87% chance of winning after firing your head coach.
That's
right. And I literally just made that number up. And oops, I'm right.
Pretty close.
Because fucking I've watched football for a while. Like this is not fucking rocket science. It's a bunch of people running around on the fucking dirt. That's why I'm saying, like, if Trevor Lawrence is so great, instead of being like, well, I'd like input on who the coach is, why don't you input a fucking play in the dirt and fucking complete a pass and shut your fucking mouth and shut up. Everybody shut up and go make a fucking play. The only redeeming thing about today was the fact that we were still in it, because turns out the Texans aren't very good either. So why don't you shut your fucking hole? Second,
I'm glad.
Second, excuse me, men are talking. Second, I got to see Andre Cisco play football today.
Yeah, that's another
best game of the fucking season. He didn't do jack shit. I think he got like 3 tackles and fucking maybe had a pass breakup. But like he was on the field.
Other than what's called special team plays, right?
Yes, I'm still talking about the Jaguars Facebook user. It turns out that's what we do here. We talk about our football teams. There's only 4 of them.
Well, Matt, anything you would like to add?
Other than Todd kind of added it. We had like 4 people out today right before the game started because of COVID.
You pulled up 7 people from the practice squad. Didi Spiris or whatever the fuck his name is decided he was going to say that 85 fucking times while they were blowing by our offensive linemen who were all awful as well.
Yeah, we had all of our linebackers were out. So,
well, let's do something different since we're this far into the season, and we'll wrap this up. Matt, this is my favorite part.
What's that?
Matt, who's winning the division? And who will be the Super Bowl teams?
A couple weeks ago, I said the Titans, but I think it's going to be the Colts. I think the Colts are going to take it. And the Super Bowl winners, I think it's going to be the Patriots.
Harish.
The Titans are winning the division.
Wow. Okay.
Just to prove John wrong. He was muted, flipping us all
off. The Colts fan
radio.
Thinks that the Titans are going to win.
The Titans are winning.
You're saying that just to irritate me, and you know
Mission accomplished.
No, this is great because as long as I keep saying it, and then if it doesn't happen, it's gonna be a great time if it doesn't happen.
Hey, that's what my strategy has been, and it's not working.
Well, it's working for me. So the Titans are winning the division. Shut the fuck up. So Titans are winning the division. I think I'm gonna take. Man, I don't know. I guess I'll take KC and the Packers right now at this point.
All right.
Super Bowl 1 replay, huh?
John?
I guess so.
Who's winning the division and who is going to the Super Bowl?
Colts are winning the division. Probably KC wins the AFC and the NFC. It's gonna. I don't know. The Bucks. Who cares? Who cares now?
The Packers. Good. Okay. Todd. Who's winning the division and who's going to the Super Bowl?
COVID is winning the division, and
is that short for Colts?
No, the COVID has defeated more. Anyway, the point is,
Jaguars are number 1.
Some team I don't give a shit about is going to win the division that I'm not in contention for. So who gives a fuck? Stop acting like anybody fucking cares. Just to make John upset, I will say it's the Titans though. and then Super Bowl teams. Packers are playing really good football.
The Packers kind of play with their food a little too long, though. Like, I feel like they should win games easily, but they let teams hang around too long.
Sure, and that's why I'm like hesitant. That's why I'm hesitant because like I feel like
that Bears game should have been like a 60-10 blowout, but they really just messed that up.
Sure, I'm gonna go out on a.
Just pick the Cowboys. You know you want to.
I don't. That's the worst thing. I do. Listen, I was a Packer fan before the Jaguars existed, so like the Cowboys are like the most hated fucking team in the NFL to me. But the Cowboys do look really good, and their defense looks really, really, really good. So I'm going to say it's probably going to come down to Packers, Cowboys in the NFC Championship game. As far as the AFC goes, don't really care. I don't. I mean, like Kansas City, yeah, they're like the heir apparent, but like
There's not
boring.
really a
This is
number
boring.
one team.
Like I'd like this. I'd like to see Baltimore squeak in and like surprise some people. But
I'd like to see something different.
Same.
Yeah.
You know, but like I doubt we will. It's the AFC, so you know it'll probably be
It's that damn
Kansas City.
sports betting.
It'll probably be KFC. KFC, bro. Yeah, you see where my mind's at.
KFC.
You got that
Hi.
replay going on.
I was thinking AFC and KC at the same time. Anyway,
If Kansas City was a KFC,
COVID will win the AFC South, and KFC will win the Super Bowl. You heard it here first.
Well, guys, we thank you guys for tuning in yet again. It's been fun. I have definitely missed you guys. Make sure that you guys check us out on Twitter, AFC South Fan Battle. So it's AFCSFB. And of course, check out our sponsors, Prize Picks. You can enter the code. Go ahead and throw that code back up there, Matt. Prize Picks, you can enter the code FBSN. That's for Fan Battle Sports Network. Join up. Deposit some money, win some bets. I know Harish has won a bunch of money on there. It's a new platform because we're getting away from DraftKings, right? We're getting away from them trying something different. Everybody's doing DraftKings. It's getting old. But make sure you join into that. And I hope all of you have a happy holiday and a Merry Christmas and Boxing Day and all the things that you guys do. And we will see you.
Don't forget the Jews.
Hanukkah already happened.
But I mean, you just retroactively. I'm just saying.
And we'll be
We have
back
to be
on
inclusive.
Boxing. We'll be back on Boxing Day and Kwanzaa. So
Hey.
we'll see you guys then. Have a Merry Christmas.
Saturnalia.